Continuing the conversation about my presidential platform for 2024, as some of you know, I'm the first Union Army candidate. Another question people have is, what happens if I lose? Millions and millions of people have pledged to defend this country against tyranny, against fascism, against the neo-Nazis, as well as the Confederates. So many of them are bloodthirsty. A lot of them have lost relatives during this genocide committed by the radical right terrorists. And we're starting to see a trend where more and more of these people are going rogue and disobeying the chain of command, executing offensive attack, whether it's confronting Tucker Carlson in a store or burning down their Christmas tree. Americans are fed up, and as radical and violent as my plan sounds, it's nothing compared to what happens if the ranking officers of the Union Army decide it's time to go on the offensive. I have no influence over their decision making unless I become president. And, you know, just as a quick disclaimer, I don't advocate anything illegal or violent. But what I would say, if you're someone like Mark Zuckerberg, you better hope that I win the presidency, because the alternative is a lot worse. And this is only my gut feeling, is that, you know, people realize America's over. It's time for the next civil war. This country has obviously been stolen from the people when the government can't make any decisions that possibly benefit the people instead of those businesses. Or when we see that clearly people fighting against the neo-Nazis and the people who pledge their loyalty to the defeated Confederacy get so much more human rights and so much protection by the court systems. And even though our tax dollars have been taken to such a huge degree, 17 trillion in military spending, our country isn't even a little bit secure. In fact, it's so insecure that the President of the United States, his head was filled with Russian propaganda, and he executed a terrorism attack against Americans, trying to permanently remove our right to vote. So I didn't really address how the military can start to prepare for my presidency, in addition to knowing that some people might be discharged from services if they're found to be connected with these terrorist groups. The other thing we'll be doing is creating a psychological evaluation questionnaire to try to make sure that nobody in the military is radicalized with foreign propaganda. My presidency will actually be an alternative to civil war, and if you're a rich business person, you should donate now. It just might save your life.